everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Palmer's Cardinals. With that, let's get out to the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between... the Oakland Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
59 yards is what Murray finished with in week one. Also had a touchdown on 14 carries and looked pretty explosive.
I think he's a very good running back, and it's so funny because so often in discussions with people around the league, you hear people say, you know, if Oakland ever gets that lead runner, and I'm like, they have Latavius Murray. He is a lead runner. And credit Oakland as well for beefing up their offensive line. They know that they've got to protect Derek Carr. They've got to create holes for Latavius Murray to run through. I think they've done a nice job in doing both.
Carr now to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's brought down after a good gain. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Deion Buchanan was drafted as a safety, but makes many of his plays as a linebacker in their scheme.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry now. This is Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, Good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Give him 30 yards there.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On first down, Carr. And this is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
What was it, just 2-3 seasons ago, Benny, people were wondering about the continued effectiveness of Larry Fitzgerald, but I think with head coach Bruce Arians convincing him to move into the slot for a lot of plays, we've seen Larry Fitzgerald continue to blossom. What did he catch, the 99th and 100th touchdowns of his career?
Yep, 99th came in the 2nd quarter, and the big 100th came in the 4th. Puts him tied for 8th all-time.
So close to knocking off New England in the season opener for he and his Cardinals.
And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
They'll go with Jones. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Fitzgerald's got it right side. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Brief break in the action here. More from the desert after this. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal.
Get ready.
On 3rd and goal, Palmer. And this is going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through.
Go ahead. We can both exhale with him, right? Chandler Catanzaro, because that was a tough miss against New England. That make there has to help him feel a little bit better.
Yeah, that one against New England, 47-yarder. Snap was a little errant, but he got it down. And afterwards, give Catanzaro, just 25 years old, a lot of credit. He owned it. He said, hey, forget about all that. I just missed it.
And he understands what goes into the mechanics of making a kick. Those guys going to do their jobs right 9.9 times out of 10. If it goes wrong once, you just own it and move on. I like his maturity.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on 1st down. And Roberts with it over the middle. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call. You've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Caught left side to Crabtree. A very solid gain of 27. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
This is Murray. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And now they're in the hurry up. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing is Palmer. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Get ready. Blue 58.
2nd and 10 now. And it's Palmer. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now Carey. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays.
And the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Palmer will throw. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Last week, Charles, I got your thoughts on the touchback now being out to the 25 instead of the 20. In week 1, we saw the Patriots going with a higher kickoff, shorter, to try to pin teams back inside the 20. Interesting how some teams may approach that.
And you always have to think about the Patriots as being one of the teams that's going to be on the cutting edge of analytics and how they see things. That old thinking outside of the box. They've done it the entire tenure of that organization, the present regime that we see. So when they're sky kicking it and trying to keep them inside the 25, they're playing the percentages of The farther you have to go to try and score, the better our odds of you not getting there and making a good play ourselves.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it's Palmer. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw again, it's Palmer. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will... get the football back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big run that time by Murray. 57 yards on the ground. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Letting one fly. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Janikowski on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense.
And now this one's intercepted. A third interception for Palmer. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The play clock's running down. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll need to get the play off quickly. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Hard throw, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And that's going to make it 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for a shot.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That one good for 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands. He's able to pick up the first down.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Ten yards still left on second down. They go with Murray again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On second down, here's Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Palmer. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Hello! Red 18! Red 18! Mike 20!
They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there for the Raiders. 34 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Carr going to look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go!
Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Get ready!
On 3rd down, Palmer. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Get ready!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by David Anderson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And this This is one of those, Charles, as broadcasters, we dread a little bit. We had to go deep into the stat sheets and notebooks to find stuff to talk about.
I hope you didn't notice, but I was stealing your notes as the game went along. I was like, Brandon was ready to go. Plenty of information. I started stealing from page 15 and 16 before you even looked down.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.